this world. Slow down this world, 'cause we got time. Time to find out. We got no time for gambling. We're losing time for love. Well, I know this girl, and she knows this world up and down. Ooh, yeah, and side to side.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pets of all ages, welcome to Purdy Amazing People, live from beautiful Southern California with our host, award-winning blues artist, radio co-host, and girl about town, Brigitte Purdy. Today, Brigitte welcomes Robbin Kapsalis to the program. Here's Brigitte and Robbin.
Yes. Wow, we're finally here. I'm with one of my best friends in the business, Miss Robbin Kapsalis.
Hi.
She's my go-to, today it's going to be a beautiful show because we're two women in the business,
Yes.
releasing music, performing, touring. What else do we do, Robbin?
Creating music, writing music, managing a band, managing every move the band makes, from the look, the sound, the shoes we wear on stage. In my case, the boots.
Yeah, you know, gotta check out Robbin. She's got some hot boots, and today she has provided us with such a beautiful, glamorous look. Love the earrings, love the whole look. We're both decided to put on red lips today, so that's something. But you guys gotta go to her Facebook page and check it out because she has these amazing white boots that she wears, and when she goes out on stage, I'm on, cheering her on via, I'm in California, she's in DC, and I always tell Robbin, you better shake every bead off of your dress. Do that shimmy shake till all those beads fall off. And so, Robbin, tell us a little bit about your signature look. And I, as a friend, don't even know what inspired you for that look.
Oh, goodness. When the band first started, we just, we were like any other band. We were coming together and trying to feel our way as to what we were playing and how we were looking. And I looked at a photo someone showed me, and we all had on different things. And even then, I had on a white fringe dress and the boots. And at the next rehearsal, I was chatting with the guys, and I said, listen, this is what I think and what I feel. Tell me what you think. And so I floated the idea of that throwback look. Like, back in the day, the groups, they had the shark skin suits. The ladies had the beautiful dresses and all. Not that I want to wear a corset dress or anything that fitted, but I wanted a look about us. And so I came up with the white dress, and just to add a bit of spice to it, I threw the boots in there, not square heel cheerleader.
Sure.
Go boots.
Yeah, they're spiky boots.
Yeah, I wanted some glam on that. And, I used to dance back in the day with a group, and we danced in heels. So it's nothing.
What's the band that you danced for? Was it, oh, shoot, it slips my name right now.
Oh goodness. Wait for it. The Electric Jewels.
That's it, the Electric Jewels. So she was doing her shimmy shake, and she was already electric. It's funny because a friend of mine calls me Electric Velvet.
Oh, I like it. I like it. You want to hear a fun fact about my dancing? I won a dance contest at a local nightclub in Atlanta, Georgia, many moons ago. and I won the opportunity to dance on stage at the Omni Theater in Atlanta with the Barcades.
That's the band that I was thinking of, the
Oh.
Barcades.
And I got up there and I had no idea my brother was at that show, and he was sitting down front, and ooh, he didn't know. He was not happy. But yeah, that was an excellent experience.
I love it. So not only is Robbin amazing performer and very, she's on point with her brand, and branding in this business is really key.
I think so.
It's key. And, our look, our brand, everything as an artist is really thought through, as far as, as a part of our art, and as I'm speaking for myself, I'm sure you too, and as a part of our expression that represents who we are as people, other people, like David Bowie, I mean, think about his look and his brand and his, daringness and ability to just rock the world with his look, and so that's a part of being an artist. There's so many facets about being an artist. So Robbin is going to be dropping a new record. I say record, I guess I'm old school. She's going to be dropping a new record, and I know about it, but my people don't know about it, and this is an opportunity to share my beautiful friend with everybody.
Oh, thank you. We are releasing our new album. Right now it's available for pre-order, pre-save. However, it drops October 15th worldwide. And we are so excited because we wrote original songs for the album. I also have an original song from the fabulous Deb Ryder. And when she presented this song, as soon as I heard it, I said, yeah, I'm digging that. I said, Deb, that one, that's it right there. It's called Living Large, and I love it. And so once we finished it up, she was good with it, so we included that. And also on this album, we're doing 3 covers of 2 Chicago bluesmen that I really love. Little Ed from Little Ed Blues Imperials, Little Ed Williams, and Junior Walker. We're covering a tune from him. I think it's popular, but I've never heard anyone perform it ever. And neither have my guys, and they've been around a long time. And there's also one from Little Willie John, and he died at a really young age. So yeah, I'm excited about the music, and we've shot some video for it. But October 15th is when Robbin Kapsalis and Vintage number 18 Soul Shaker is available worldwide. Yes.
And so, did you say the name of the album? Soul Shaker, right?
Soul Shaker, yes.
Exactly. So you guys got to drop on Robbin's page. She's on all the socials, get social with Robbin and check her out. So tell me, I have my own writing process and people that I collaborate with, and I have a new single coming out too, and y'all can check it out. It's called Stylin'. And so tell me what your writing process is like.
It's very weird because at this moment, I plan to, but at this moment, I don't play an instrument other than my voice.
Yeah, so, that is a great instrument. It's a beautiful means of communicating from the soul to others. Yeah.
And the way that I write, I wrote all the lyrics on our original songs, of course, with the exception of the Deb Ryder tune. But I wrote all the lyrics, and I love to write in the abstract. And so I'll come up with a melody. Sometimes we change it, but I'll bring something to the guys and I'll say, hey, I was thinking of these lyrics and thinking of, this melody. And that's how we start the process. And then we build from there. And sometimes we change the melody. Sometimes we just build on it and we dig it and we go from there. But we have a really good relationship when it comes to the writing. And there's one, our single, Lost Souls, it almost got tossed, the one that's available now. Well, we couldn't, the lyrics are very interesting. In the first round, it wasn't working. It was just we were
Sometimes
sounding
you
like
got to
the
get in there and you got to remold that clay. It's like, okay, let me remold this clay to make things work.
Yes, I mean the first run it sounded like the Allman Brothers, literally. The second run it sounded like, oh my goodness, it just had us. It wasn't us. You have to stay true to yourself, and it took us years to figure out who we were as a band and our sound, and it didn't sound like us. So I was at home I listened to all the oldies, and I love Memphis Slim, and I'm listening to a couple of his tunes, and it wasn't anything in particular, but I just kept hearing this bass line. So I took it to my bass player and I said, what do you think about something like this? And he goes, well, that's okay, but how about this? And he came up with something else, and I love it. I love it. So he's cooking on this song. He's boom, 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 boom. I mean, he is cooking, and I love it. And so that's how we write. That's literally how we write.
So it's a very much collaborative and very much open, you know, able to, you know, okay, how can we make this work? How can we reform it? And, you know, I really get lost in the creative process. I really do. As a matter of fact, I was just humming a tune right before and just kind of recorded a little bits and pieces of it right before we started going, because it's like we have an inner musical muse, you know, that I feel that the Lord has blessed us with, you know, that we have the ability to hear things musically. I hear things musically.
All the time.
And you know, in my mind, I start hearing what maybe horn parts are going to be like, or, you know, bass parts. But mostly, you know, I hear a lot of melodies. And what I love about your music, enough about me, let's talk about you. Enough. What I love about your music is, one, your rich, soulful tone.
Oh,
it's just, you can hear it in your speaking voice. Listen, y'all. Listen to Robbin talk. I mean, come on. I know there's some men out there like, oh, she could talk to me all night. I love that voice. But you gotta hear her, her singing voice. Very rich, beautiful tone, and very unique. Your music is it makes you want to drop the booty, drop it like it's hot, you know. Just because it's blues, y'all, that doesn't mean that you still can't drop it like it's hot. And I love that, you know, I love that. And mostly because you're my friend, I love your beautiful spirit that, you know, gets to resonate through your music. So we talked about the collaboration process. And so in between all of this, is a business aspect of, you know, planning point A to point B, behind the scenes of what us women in the music do with, you know, teams that we've created. You know, we have various people that come together. We have our band, we have our touring, we have our brand, we have our photographers, we have our videographers. And tell us a little bit about maybe some of those aspects, whichever you would like to share.
I'll say this. I love meeting people, and we get to, and music always becomes a topic somehow. The music always becomes a topic. And if I meet a photographer and we start talking music, definitely we're exchanging cards, because we know, well, what type of photography do you do? Because not everyone is the same. I found that out. And we've been very fortunate in the DC area to work with some wonderful photographers, especially when we first started. I look back at some of our photos and I was like, wow, what a wonderful thing to have met these. I met a photographer who did our last album cover. He works for Getty, and he's amazing. He's done live shows for us and everything. So with me, as I'm meeting people, music comes up and then we just exchange ideas and then I say, hey, maybe we can work together one day. And
Mhm.
it so happens, it may happen. Um,
Sure.
I'm quick to call someone. If I have something going on, if I need help with something, if I have your number, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you and
Mhm.
ask you if you can help and if you're available. Okay, now let's talk business. Now let's talk about how much is this gonna cost because ain't nothing free. Okay, people have
That's
to get
right.
paid for their services. And
Mhm.
people need to remember that if someone does something for you and they don't charge you or they don't charge you what they would normally charge, that's a blessing. Okay, but you have to pay it forward as well. So I've been fortunate on both sides. I've paid full price. I've I've had the you're a really nice lady hookup price, you know.
Mhm.
But it's always business. I'm always signing papers and making sure everyone is covered. Um, and
But
that's basically how I go.
what I really like about you, and when you and I are really using each other as a springboard for our music that's coming out, and just
Yeah,
I value our conversations. What I
I do
love,
too. I do
what I
too. I'm gonna tell you right now to your audience. I,
yeah.
I absolutely love you. You're a dear friend,
Oh,
and we have some of the most, I mean, amazing conversations regarding the business. Not only are we're friends, but you're a sharp lady. You're a sharp lady. And I
thank you.
love your ideas. I love your input. And I love that you listen. And we just, and then we just talk about this stuff. And we can talk about this stuff.
We
And
can
that's
talk about this
yeah,
business, and it's
yeah,
a business. It's not
right.
I like people attract. I'm not a gossiper. You're not a gossiper.
No,
So
nobody
it's
got time
it's
for that.
really business about our creations. It's business on about our timelines, and that's what I was going to say about you. What I love
Yeah.
about you is that I really respect your organizational skills. See,
Oh, thank
because this
you.
is kind of behind the scenes, and
Hmm.
there's so much more to creating music and putting
Hmm.
it out. Yes, we create the music, but we create the timelines.
Yes.
We, make the album covers. We have to prove the album covers,
Hmm.
and your thought process, you have to have some organizational skills, and you
Oh,
have to
yeah.
be able to think through the process. So
Yes.
it's just like poof, it's going to happen. So I, as an artist over the years, that was one of the things.
Hmm.
I've always been a go-getter and
Yeah.
outgoing, but I really had to like nail myself down and create those timelines. Okay, January, this is going to happen. February, this is going to happen. These are my goals. This is
Yeah.
how I'm going to make it, how it's going to happen. These people are going to be on my team and for the release, so all that comes into play behind it. So you are you're like a mastermind at that.
Thank
Um,
you.
yeah. So have you always been like that?
Yes. Yes. And I'm sure. I'm sure my guys are watching. They're throwing tomatoes at the screen, going, "Yes, yes!"
Yeah.
From day one. I mean, we could be loading out of a gig, and I'll be talking about. So, are we rehearsing Wednesday? And what's going on? It's just the way my mind works. I
Mhm.
I live by my checklist and my spreadsheets, and I think it's important. Everyone has their way, and it's important to me. This what I'm doing with Bill, Mark, and Alex is important to me, and
Yeah.
so I handle the business side of it. It's
Mhm.
important, and if I screw something up, I take responsibility. There's no shame in that, and I'll fix it. But I'm just I just love seeing things come to come to life. I love seeing my ideas come to life. And I tell you, one day we were in rehearsals and I'm telling the guys, I said, oh, we should play the Kennedy Center. We should play the Kennedy Center. And my bass player, he passed me on the back. He said, you got big ideas, don't you, girl? We played the Kennedy Center. Not only did we play the Kennedy Center, we played New Year's Eve. We did 2 shows. We
Oh
did
my goodness.
the regular Millennium Stage show. And then we came back and played the actual party to bring in, we didn't bring in New Year, the second band did, but it was an experience. And I will never forget that. I will never forget that. But I like seeing things come to life.
I do too. My mom, y'all don't know my mom, but my mom's probably watching right now. She's my number one stalker, my mom. And she always said, if you want something, give it to Brigitte. She's going to go get it. She's going to go do it. So it's like, whatever, it's going to happen. If I want to do it, it's pretty much going to happen. And that's what I love about you, because, you lift me up and I'm lifting you up. We're 2 sisters, friends. We're two sisters in the same business, loving on each other, lifting each other, praising each other. We have our days when we call each other and, we're like, oh, but
the respect.
No matter respect, I have ultimate respect for you. I have ultimate respect for anybody in this business, no matter where you are on your journey and your path.
I say the respect is very mutual, and like I said, we are on the same page in regards, and it's nice to know someone in that aspect. It really is. I have probably, I won't say, but I'll just say that it's not like a big old long list or anything.
So you talked about your dreams, and so what tell us about Little Robbin, the singer way back when. Tell us about Little Robbin. I know Robbin as the beautiful, amazing woman. What was Little Robbin like?
Curious, very creative. I started reading at a very young age. I think I was 3. I started reading. And if my sister is watching this, she'll probably put in the comments the first book I read. It was a dirty novel I found in my mom's room.
Tell it to me so I can read it as an adult. What?
And so I was curious and sometimes shy. I think I was shy. My family said I wasn't shy, but maybe inside my mind I felt shy about things. And I grew up humble beginnings, in Chicago. I grew up in Chicago. Ended up being raised in Atlanta by my older sister. And that was a wonderful thing in my life, because I don't know what my life would have been like had I stayed in Chicago.
Praise God for family.
Yes. And I spent most of my adult life in Greece on the island of Crete. So,
that's right.
Yeah. And so I've traveled a bit. I spent 4 years in the Navy. I've worked for the Department of Defense. I mean, I have a very interesting background. Even I'm reading it going, wow, girl, you've really lived something.
Yes, isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
I'm thankful for that.
That's why you can touch so many lives. Because, when you have lived so many lives, you can understand so many people and have empathy and compassion where they are at that moment, because you've been there. You
Yes.
know, life is not perfect, but you know, the trials are blessings.
Yes.
I work for the DoD too, Department of
Mm-hmm.
Defense. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
telling people, I know things I can't tell you. But you know, and that's why all that pours back into the music, and it makes it relatable, you know,
It does.
makes it
And I
very
tell you,
relatable.
when I was writing for the first album,
Hmm.
I wrote from my heart, and all the lyrics they are from real experiences. The
Yeah.
same thing with this album.
Hmm.
This time, I just sat down, like, one song on the album is called Silver Spoon, and it's about what I remember of my life in Chicago. And there's a verse in there, um, chicken grease for lotion, food stamps low, on welfare, part of the working poor. That is true. That was my life growing up in Chicago, because I remember going to school one morning and we didn't have any lotion, and because we didn't have any money. And so
Hmm.
my mama reached her hand in that can on the stove where she caught all her drippings,
Yeah.
and she got a handful of that grease, girl, and she
Hmm.
rubbed down these little rusty legs, and I'm crying, the kid's gonna make fun of me. Oh no. And she said, if you don't say nothing, won't nobody know. She didn't say exactly that, because she was a very lively woman, I'll say. But
Okay.
so I walked to school thinking the kids are gonna make fun of me because I smell like chicken grease.
And now look at you, flawless skin. Thank you, Mama, for all that chicken grease. I'm gonna go. I need to go pour some chicken grease on me.
Right. So it was,
You could,
so
you know what?
I
You
did
could sell that in a bottle.
that. The what?
You can sell it. You can sell it on the bottle. You know, you
Oh
can sell
boy.
it.
Oh
Chick,
boy.
chicken
Chicken
grease.
grease. Chicken grease lotion. Ooh, I
Yeah,
like it. I like it.
I do
And
too.
so, yeah, and then there's another song I wrote
Hmm.
about, I'll say entanglement that I
Okay.
had, that I thought was going to be something more serious, and it turned out
Hmm.
that it was it was not. And I was so upset thinking about it one day on the couch, and the lyrics, just that song wrote itself, honey.
I know it did because you told me about it.
And it's funny because we've performed our songs at different shows just to do test runs on them and all.
Yeah.
And that particular song, each time I've performed it, I've had a woman or two come up to me and say, "Oh my goodness, I know, I know." And that is what you want,
Hmm.
right? You want
Exactly.
you want to connect with someone, and that makes me, wow, that makes me feel so good when someone says, "Oh, I felt that. I felt that."
Hmm.
And so it's a beautiful song. It really is. And the video for it is very interesting too. I can't wait for you to see it.
I'm excited. I know you've been putting these little teasers out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you naughty little tease.
Oh, I'm a tease.
You naughty little tease. I've been seeing those little teasers. I'm sure you guys got to check out Robin's page and check out her Facebook page, her Instagram page. Where else can they find Miss Robin, beautiful Robin Kapsalis?
Vintage18.net.
Okay.
Of course, Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm So Blues Chick on Instagram. So Vintage 18 on Instagram, or Soul Blues Chick.
Mm-hmm.
If you Google me, it'll pull up. And please send me a friend request, or
That's right.
follow on Instagram, and let's get to listening to this music. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's been a joy having you on here. Before we go, is there anything else that you would like to share?
Uh, I would just like to say that I really enjoy what I do, in regards to the music. I'm
Yeah.
grateful that I have the opportunity at a later age. I didn't start writing and getting into music until later age because, life gets in the way. And so
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this now and enjoy it. I'm just so grateful. And thank you for having me on the show, my queen.
Oh, I love you.
I
I
love
love
you
you. So you guys got to have a little sneak peek of some of the things that Robin and I talk about via the phone. Check her out. She's an amazing artist.
Thank
And
you.
listen to what her last words were also. So you had so many words of wisdom and inspiration today, but whatever it is that you want to do in life, it is never too late to
Never.
do you. You are worth the wait. Whether it's you want to become an artist, a hairdresser, a lawyer, a doctor, whatever it is, a grandmother, a grandfather, whatever it is, now's the time to just love on you, love on the people that surround you, and love life. It's never too late. Thank you for so much joy in your beautiful spirit, Robin. And, I can't wait to come back to DC. That was fun when you had me out.
Come on, girl.
That was fun coming out to DC and performing out there. So thank you so much. And, the door is you're always welcome in my life and in my home. And, come check out LA and
I'm
come
planning.
check out LA.
I am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I've been interviewed on Purdy Amazing People. I love
That's
you.
right. Bye. Besitos, amor. Toodles, everybody. Enjoy your evening. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Thought we had this thing on lock. Don't you tipping up and down the block. I'm at the end of the line. Done all I can do. You don't deserve me. My heart needs better than you. You don't deserve me. Your cheating ways open my eyes. You don't deserve me. Yeah, this love was built on lies. Sing. Thought we had this thing on lock. Don't you tipping up and down the block. I'm at the end of the line. Done all I can do. You don't deserve me. My heart beats better than you. It's 3 a.m. and I'm alone in this bed. Oh, lover, where can you be? Ain't nothing open but a bottle of gin and a pair of legs that don't belong to me. You don't deserve me.